have chat on, so if somebody comes on I can't see. Now I do have 15 here. A couple of them are children's colouring books with just a few pages, but because I can, I'm going to class it as a completed colouring in book. I am holding on to the phone, so I'm sorry if anybody gets a bit sick with me having the shakes, but I thought it would make it easier for me to move the camera in and out so you could see. Now I will start with the largest one, and after that I'll just go through them. So I'll move these out of the way. I am filming on my bed. So this one is a Thomas Pavett Quirkles book. This is the largest book, as in size, not number of pages. I have written down the date on when I completed the book. So of course that was the 5th of the 9th month, because we in Australia write things the other way, the months and date, so we do the day, the month and the year in that order. So of course there's all the introductory stuff. I won't say who they are, because with the number of them I can't remember unless I look at the back. I did all of this book with gel pen. I even had to Google who this person was. I'd never heard of him. I do actually like picking out the 5 gel pens and just doing the whole book with those pens. I just set them aside. And there were ones that I had extra colours of. I do have other Quirkles books. After showing you my completed colour book collection, any other colour books that I complete after this, I will do an individual video. So these are all the people in the book. So that was that one. Okay, now the top ones are probably the ones I more recently completed, and you'll see quite a few Sun Life drawing books in here because I find them very relaxing. So this is Sun Life Drawing One Colour Mandala. Most of this would be in gel pen. No, I think this one I did a few markers in this one. I think that one was marker. The early ones I did mainly in gel pen. That was a gel pen. I won't go through and tell you what all of them are, what I did with them all, but I'll just show you the book. I did do these in one colour. It was very relaxing. Oh, except for that one. I fib, I lie. Okay, every now and then I did one in more than one colour. Sorry. The pen ran out on that one, so I had to pick another pen. It was a lot darker than I thought it was. It's gel pen, that one. If it's too much with me holding on to it and having the shakes, just let me know and I'll do my best to use the tripod next time. But I just, for some reason, thought it might have been easier. But after I do this, as I complete books, I will show you. I've nearly completed a mandala book. But at the moment I've been cross-stitching and crocheting at the moment. There's another one I did in multiple colours. Yeah, I have to hold my phone portrait-wise. I don't know how that will affect the video. Usually I put it landscape. So that's all the information on how to get contact with Sun Life Drawing. So it's number 2. Next one is another Sun Life Drawing, animals, one colour lines. I find the lines are more enjoyable than the dots, but I actually do prefer the ones that combine the lines and dots. Now I think I did most of this book in black because I decided I could see it easier and I liked it more if I did it in black. I'm not going to turn the book. I think I'm probably making you giddy enough as it is. Just by holding on to it and having the shakes and moving you around a bit. Gonna rest my hand a little bit holding onto this phone. I didn't realise how heavy it got sometimes when you're holding on to it. You can see I changed blacks there, one from a darker one to a lighter one. I do have black in different brands, and they are in different colours, different shades of black. There was an ad on TV about black school shoes, and they found me a pair of black school shoes, and he goes, "Have you got any blacker?" Some things just end up as catchphrases that you just remember. I was thinking I might actually have to sit down and do this. Getting a bit of a backache standing up. I've got cross-stitch threads sorted out on my... I wonder how I'll go sitting down, how well you can see. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? Sorry if I'm moving around and making anyone crook. I've got cross-stitch threads. That might be a bit worse for you guys. Feels more comfortable for me. On my desk where I usually film, and I sorted them out. I don't have them on a card and just thought, well, I'll just leave them there. And I really wanted to show you my completed colour books. So these are into the extra ones, so that's from Sun Life One Colour Dots. And of course they're social media information again. Okay, next. Now I got this book from Amazon. The front cover looks impressive, but I wasn't particularly impressed by it, but I thought I would colour it in anyway. This book I would not recommend to anybody. I'll turn it over and show you, see how faded the back of it is. But some of the pictures in this are incredibly small, but I thought I would colour it in anyway. So yeah, that was a 2020 finish, that one. Yep. We've got over on this side. I did colour that page in. Welcome to this beautiful colouring book for grown-ups. Here you will find a range of unique colouring designs for your fun and relaxation. Each colouring page is one-sided and it's on its own, so you can easily take that page out and frame it. Well, no, there isn't any I would want to frame. Yeah, it might be better if I stand up and then you can actually see how small some of them are on the page. But no, I would not recommend this one. There, so it takes up about half the page. Okay, that little butterfly in the corner, that's it for that one. Takes a little bit over half the page, that one. On the other side they do have the number code because it is colour by number, and it is the same on each page, but still It'd be nice if there was designs that would take up the whole page. I don't mind if it was a big, butterfly that had big areas that I could colour in with marker or whatever. That didn't worry me, but it'd be nice if it took up the whole page. That one's quite cute, that one. That would have been better if it was bigger and turned so it was landscape rather than portrait. Okay, now we're starting off bonus winter scenes colour by number pages. Now the bonus scenes are actually half the book, like they were trying to fill it up, so it looks like I've almost got 2 books in one. So you can see there, that's all bonus scenes from one book. And I'll show you the other side. That is what I've done. So it's pretty much half the book is bonus winter scenes. And once again, of course, little areas. But it was still something to colour in. But no, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I did all this in this book in a combination of markers and gel pen. I think that's the best page out of the lot, that one, and it's completely different to the rest. Okay, so that's that one. Next one is one of the children's colour by numbers I picked up at a local, it's a pop-up shop where they just pop up in the middle of the book sale, where they pop up in the middle. I thought, well, that looks like fun. So junior art colour by numbers, publishing information. Okay, I don't know. AP Award Publications Limited. I don't think it's going to focus. Sorry, it's not going to focus. I got my nephew one of these. So it's December 2019 I completed this one. It's quite thick paper, so you copy it. So that's the page that was done already, and this is the page side I did. I did do it in marker, water-based markers. It didn't go through because the paper is actually quite thick, surprisingly. But it was a bit of fun to do, just to relax. My autistic nephew, I got him a copy of this and he enjoyed doing it. And another one on that side. So I enjoyed doing that. Small one, but I'm going to class it as a completed colour book because I can't. Here's another one, same publishers. I do think the pictures are very cute. On the other side, same as the other one, is the page, pre-coloured page with the colour by numbers down the bottom. As you can see, I changed that one. I wanted to do the sky a lighter colour, so I did. But it was fun, and the pictures are very cute. So that was fun. The next one is another Sun Life drawing book, one colour animal stencils. Okay, oh, stay open book, be nice. Okay, so that is also a 2019, that's a November 2019 completed one, and this book doesn't want to stay open. Yeah, sometimes I have a tendency that when I enjoy, well, sometimes I just pick out a book sometimes and I just get into it and do lots of pages. So I find it very easy to complete colour books, but admittedly there are a lot of books where I haven't done anything in there yet. But it's not like me or them are going anywhere. So hopefully I've got many, many years to keep colouring the rest. The problem is that publishers like Sun Life Drawing keep producing more books. But I said, that's it. I'm not buying any more books at the moment. The last one I got in was Mythographic Castles. I won't do a flip through of that because there are lots of flip throughs online. Sorry about that. I was just trying to adjust the phone in my hand. Stay open book. And of course, Sun Life Drawing. If you like this book, please write your review with your artworks on Amazon and send them the link. Okay, now this one is Mandalas for Beginners by Anne Hope. Includes over 30 mandalas to colour, easy and simple design patterns. Relax while colouring beautiful illustrations from the Anne Hope collection. The secret of happiness is colouring. Okay. Now, that was a 10th, 29, and turn something on the other side of this book for the moment because the page doesn't want to stay open. One of my pretty pencil cases. Okay, this belongs to page. That's a gel pen page. That's also gel pen. Some of these pages I thought, what am I going to do with that? And then once I got into it, I was right. I enjoyed doing this book. I do like doing ones that aren't complicated. Sorry, I'm just getting a little uncomfortable. Just close your eyes and don't look if you're starting to feel crook. Either that or just turn it off or leave me a message, a message in the comments. Try and get my words right. A message in the comments saying that don't hold on to it again. Use the tripod. I did in some of this one. I tried to use some colour combinations that I normally wouldn't use, I think, but I'm quite happy with it. But if you want some basic, easy mandala ones, this is a good book, I think. I find with most mandala books, if I use 3 colours, sometimes 4, they turn out pretty well. Page doesn't want to stay down. I've got to hold it down, reach my arm out to turn the page. Sorry if I'm going too quick, but I do have quite a few of them, and if I stand up too long I'm going to end up with a backache. So that's that one. This one, a book I have had for a long time, but yeah, I got to the point where I decided that's it, I'm going to just colour it in. So Neon Colouring Patterns and More. This is a Hinkler Press book. Okay, the back, I won't read it to you. here in Australia, in our local stores, they seem to get a lot of books in from Hinkler Press. So that's also a 2019 complete. I think it's September 2018 I seriously got into colouring. And I thought, well, if I keep buying books, then I'm going to have to get in and complete some. Okay, I'm going to swap hands. See how that goes. I'm going to flip with the other hand. Most of this is done in gel pen. I'll tell you on the pages that aren't, but if I don't say anything, then assume it's gel pen. Yeah, I'm quite happy with the way they turned out as well. Oh, swapping hands again, getting a backache. I could do this in 2 videos, but I thought, well, I'll do this in one if I can, and then I will do something else tomorrow. I did this video yesterday. I really liked the way that one turned out. I'll bring it in a little bit more. Yeah, the isolation bit got to me, and I thought, well, if I'm not feeling real good, then I won't video, because I don't want to make anybody else feel bad. I'll keep it to myself. I haven't said when I was using markers. That one I did in marker. You can tell by the back of that one I did the blue in marker. I did some of that in marker too. I said I was going to do something and I didn't. Oh, dear oh dear. Not good. Not good. I like the way that turned out too. That one's done in marker. Just didn't know what to do with it. Okay, that one's done. Okay, another Sun Life drawing book, Mosaic Mandala, colour by number. Let's show you, completed. That was a 9th month, September 2019. So I enjoyed this. A lot of this I did with marker, just basic water-based markers. I think it was Faber-Castell connector pens this one was done with. Smaller book. Oh, backache. Oh, sit down. Smaller book, sorry. I will sit down. So yeah, Faber-Castell connector pens with this one. You can see most of the book. It'll be right. Give my back a rest for a minute. Yeah. But yeah, I really like them. I think they turned out nice. And it was a nice one where I could just get out a selection of markers and just go for it. Lay them out on the table and just colour. I know after this not to stand up and video. Plays havoc with my back. Yeah. I've got the book on the slope of the bed on the edge, so sometimes it wants to slide on me now. We're slowly getting there. Yeah, I was going to do this video yesterday, but it didn't happen, but that's alright. We will get there eventually, we're not going anywhere. But yeah, I did all this book in the Faber-Castell connector pens. Okay, that's the thank you page, but I coloured that in anyway. Just because it was there and because I could see it well enough through the writing to be able to do it. Okay, so this is a bonus page from Mosaic Colour by Number Black Edition. And that's it for that one. Okay, the next one is also, surprise, surprise, a Sun Life drawing book. I really enjoyed this one. I love the ones with the lines and the dots. I do have another one that I've started on. So let's have a look at this one. I really enjoyed this. I do love the Sun Life drawing books. They are a lot of fun. I think with me sitting down, I think you can see that well enough, and it's a lot easier on my back. Yeah. Just for relaxing, I would recommend these Sun Life drawing books. They are totally awesome. I do have 2 more which I plan on working in, but as I said, at the moment, because the weather has cooled down, I am doing a lot of crochet, because I crochet for the local charity store, and it's a lot easier to do it in winter. We're in our autumn, coming up to winter, so the weather's cooled down. In summer it's just too hot. And because of Stitch Mania is coming up, I've also been cross-stitching as well. Got all that back out again. Today is Monday, the 20th of April. Appointment, and we're going to need some more bread and milk by then. So seeing that, we're going to go to one of the local stores, Spotlight, so I can have a look at cross-stitch materials and that as well, seeing that it's out that way, and we have to go out anyway. But yeah, all this book I did in gel pen. I quite often get more than one. Oh, I'm going to adjust the phone again in my hand. Quite often I get more than one set of gel pens, and some of the ones I get from the discount stores. So I tend to have more than one of each pen, so that makes it good for these books. It's taking me longer to flick through these than what I thought it would. Okay, so once again, the social media information and thank yous. Okay, next one. We're getting there slowly. Okay, this is another book that I've had for quite some time. Hinkler Press is the publisher. I actually probably got this book in 2015, something like that, and that was before I seriously got into colouring, and I reached the point where I thought once again that I'm going to get this book finished, so because there was pages I was avoiding. It did start to fall apart on me, so that's when I got it finished. 7th month, that's July 2019. I got that one done. Most of it is done in gel pen. I hope the phone focuses properly. With some of these, it was just put down colour and make it up as I go. So I quite liked how that one turned out with the detail. I left a lot of it white. So I'll try not to shake so much, but I do have essential tremor. But yeah, I like all the white bits in it because I think it makes the other colours stand out really well. And of course the book is falling apart because it was used so much. I'll turn the pages slower because it looks like it takes a bit for the phone to focus. I really like the way that one turned out. It made it, I think it gives it a bit of an antique-y look, even though it was a repetitive pattern. I don't mind. But most of that is in gold gel pen with some red and blue and silver on the outside, which is a bit streaky as you can see, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't worry me. I had fun colouring it in. These are the sort of pages I was avoiding because there is so much detail. But I got it done. I think it was the repetitive patterns I got into first. Even ones like this, I enjoyed that because it wasn't difficult to do. I could just pick out some colours and just go for it. That one I did in pencil. I was trying out a set of pencils. I don't remember which ones, but it's done. That was my first go at stickles. I actually never heard of or used glitter glue before. That's not focusing, is it? But yeah, I still don't use it much. I do here and there. You'll find a couple of spots where I've used it. And another one I was avoiding. Lots of fiddly bits. But yeah, I'm not so adverse to the detailed and fiddly bits as I once was. That's a marker one. So I don't know which markers, but that one's the marker page. That one's also a marker page, and it's got some more glitter glue. Yeah. I've got a couple of different brands of glitter glue. Stickles, there's a brand the Spotlight uses. There's another lot I got from an art store when we went away once. These are pretty much Shutterstock because I do have these pages some of these pages in a couple of other books, but I don't mind. It just doesn't worry me. I don't object to Shutterstock. I think that's what's called. This is a marker page. This is metallic gel pens, this one, except for the yellow. I enjoy these pages. I tend to go for these sort of pages first in a book. That one also has got some glitter glue on it, just in these little spots there, all through the book page. Yeah, I didn't know what to do with them, so I just thought I'd colour the berries just different colours. Do have to be careful with the book because it is falling apart on me. haven't counted actually how many Sun Life drawing books I've actually got in this lot that I've done, but it's quite a few. I think I'll actually surprise myself how many of them I've done. I think this was a marker page as well by the looks of it. So that's that one. It was quite a big book, that one. And another Sun Life drawing book. Surprise, surprise, this book was a lot of fun too. This was my first Sun Life drawing book and I absolutely loved it. Loved it. That's why I ended up having to buy more. And when I do the other ones I've got, I will have to buy some more. So when's this one done? Let me see. The 5th month 2019 was the 5th month, May. I think it was September 2018 I got more into adult colouring. Yeah, I think other than the first page, all the rest I did in one colour. But this book was a lot of fun. Yeah, if you wanted just to have one Sun Life drawing book just to see if you like it, either this one or that one colour mandala book, or if you want one of those, because this was a lot of fun to do and it was really good for my first Sun Life drawing book. It's all done in gel pen. I do love my gel pens, and initially when I was first colouring, I was colouring pretty much exclusively in gel pen. Now I'm sorry if people have come into chat, because I'm filming this on my bed, so I don't actually have, I'm not looking at chat and I don't have chat on where I can see it. I just find it easier, maybe because I'm lazy or whatever, but just to stream my videos. Okay, so that's a trial page from the book One Colour Lines, and a trial page from the book One Colour Dots. Okay, social media information and thank you page. We are getting there. Now, this is Amazing Copycat Colouring. Now, I really enjoyed this book, and it's also a Hinkler Press book. So, yeah, I didn't do that page, but that's fine. Okay, this is an early one. Can't see it, it's not focusing, but it says the 12th of April 2019 I got this one finished. Now, so what they have is they have their version on one side, and then on the other side is mine. Now, I think I did do this book in marker, and because the colours bled through, I'll show you on the next one. I actually started from the back, because once I'd done the page, copied the colours if I wanted to, then I didn't really need it anymore. So I started from back to front on this one, if that makes sense. So I will give you just a flip through of what this book was also falling apart. So I'll just take it easy as I turn the pages, because otherwise it'll all fall out on me. Oops, don't fall down page. I'll push the book back a little bit so it doesn't all fall down on the floor. But I do have another copy of this book, and I do have another book like this with different pictures in it. Don't fall down. I have got some ultra fine Sharpies coming at some point. With the way postage is and that at the moment, because they're coming from Amazon US. So it'll take longer and see what happens, but that's okay. It's just the way life is at the moment. So as you can see, all the pages are all falling apart, so I'll have to push them back up again and put it back in properly before I put it away. Now this is the last one. This is also a Hinkler Press book, Neon Colouring Butterflies. This did come with some pens, but I didn't use the pens, I just used my own gel pens. That one I did in watercolour. I thought I'd play with, because I had about, I don't know, 5 or 6 watercolour pencils, so I thought I'd play with it a little bit. Since then I've got a bigger set of watercolour pencils, but I haven't used them yet. I just potter along and take my time with things. I think I did that page in marker. That one was also done in marker. Didn't know what to do with that page, so I actually considered going around it, sort of to try and give it some more colour in, to give it a bit more colour, but I didn't like it, so I did that side and that side just to try and even it out, but then I stopped. I just didn't like it. Okay, so that's it for my colour books. They're all the ones I've completed. I think there's 15 there. A lot of them are Sun Life drawing books. I haven't counted how many. but I might, just for my own curiosity, I might count just as I pack them up. So here's my pile, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please everyone, you, your family, your loved ones, please stay safe and healthy. Thank you. Bye.